Crowds had been following Jesus for days. Some came out of curiosity. Others came because they were hurting, sick, exhausted, searching for hope. Word had spread quickly about this teacher from Nazareth, the man who healed people, spoke with authority, and treated ordinary people like they mattered. And now, hundreds were gathering near a hillside overlooking the Sea of Galilee. Men, women, children, fishermen, farmers, the poor, the overlooked, people carrying questions they couldn't answer. Jesus climbs the hillside and sits down. The crowd settles, and for a moment, everything grows quiet. No grand stage, no palace, just a mountain, and people listening closely. Then Jesus begins to speak. "Blessed are the poor in spirit," he says, "for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." The crowd listens carefully. This wasn't how people expected a great teacher to speak. Most people admired the powerful, the wealthy, the respected. But Jesus spoke about the humble, the grieving, the merciful, the peacemakers. He looked at the kind of people society usually ignored and said, "God sees you." And maybe for the first time in a long time, people felt hope. Jesus tells them, "You are the light of the world." Imagine hearing that. Not kings, not armies, ordinary people. People who felt invisible. Jesus was telling them their lives mattered more than they realized. Then he begins speaking about the heart, not just actions, the heart behind them. "You've heard it said, 'Do not murder,'" he explains. "But I tell you, even anger can destroy a person from within." Even now, thousands of years later, people still whisper those words every day. Jesus keeps speaking for hours, about worry, about judgment, about trust. He points to the birds flying overhead. "Look at them," he says. "They don't spend their lives consumed by fear, and God still cares for them." Then he gestures toward the wildflowers scattered across the hillside. They're here today and gone tomorrow. Yet God clothes them beautifully. It wasn't just teaching. It was an invitation to stop living consumed by fear, to trust that God sees what we need. And then Jesus says something the crowd would never forget. Treat others the same way you want them to treat you. Simple, clear, yet powerful enough to change lives, families, entire communities. As the sun begins to lower in the sky, Jesus brings everything together with one final picture. He says a wise person is like someone building a house on solid rock. The storms come, the winds rise, the rain crashes against it, but the house stands firm. Why? Because its foundation is strong. The crowd sat there in silence, because they realized something. This man didn't speak like the other teachers. There was weight behind his words, clarity, authority, compassion. The Sermon on the Mount wasn't about showing off religion, it was about becoming different from the inside out. Becoming people marked by mercy, honesty, humility, forgiveness, and trust. And maybe that's why people never forgot that day on the mountain. Because Jesus wasn't just giving rules to follow. He was showing people what life could look like. When love, truth, and grace become the foundation beneath everything. If you've been blessed by this video, let me know in the comments below what stood out to you the most. Until next time, have a wonderful day and may God bless you.